Coach, the baseball regular season is wrapping up across the parking lot, but football season in full swing now at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Kansas City Chiefs. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. A first carry now. This is Williams. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A give to Williams, running right. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup at 25. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. Now Mahomes. And it's complete. It's Damian Williams. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. And gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. A run here with Dearness Johnson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Flushed out right. He'll run it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line. 180.
On 2nd down, Williams. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
On the ground, this is Williams. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's got it. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Big completion there on 3rd and short. Keeps their opening drive alive.
Not only alive, but plenty of possibilities now. 1st and goal, and you know me. I'm a big advocate. If you're going to throw the ball, throw it early.
And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Mike, 53, Mike, I got you. Turn him, go. 53 to Mike. Go.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Our first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from Green Bay. And it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Throwing now is Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
After the sack on 1st down, Mahomes into a double team, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
Take it. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Mike, 54. Check.
From the gun, here's Watson. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14, and they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. This is caught by Williams. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. No problem there on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Yellow. squeeze, double.
They'll run on first down. It's Williams, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
53, Mike. Nice, sweetheart.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
No lack of guts at all on that one. Normally in this situation in the red zone, that type of play isn't run, but I think they're trying to catch the defense off guard and also break tendency. No one really runs that type of a play. Guess what? We are. Let's see how you handle it.
15. 53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike. Coming to you. Watch twitch.
Now this time Mahomes will throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. 3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out. It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now. They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them. 3rd and long. It's Watson. Being chased out left. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Watson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's got room. He chucks him aside. Thumped him. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. The best multitasker in the business, the coach. Watson's throw pulled in by Hopkins. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, his first touchdown of the new season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road. Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive. And the defense now needs to reciprocate. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Mahomes now to throw. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now here's Mahomes. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 34-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off near the 29. There he goes left side. And he will have a touchdown. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. After the interception, here's Watson. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins as time expires in the first half. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gonzalez good on the extra point. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the 2nd half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down and 4, Watson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans have taken the lead. Now, you don't see option pitches a whole lot in the NFL, but there worked out pretty well, resulted in a touchdown.
And it's hard for defenses because they don't see it very often, so the time in preparing each week is probably minimal. So when it comes at them, it's often a surprise. And what a nice job on the read. Pitch to the running back, and he takes it all the way in for a touchdown.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. So 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. To throw, it's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he's got this down to the 35. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the...
Mahomes now on first down. They complete it to Hill. And out of bounds right around the 20. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's going to be caught. And he's brought down. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They'll run it with Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours out
I
there?
didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for a nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
The extra point up and good. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
To try again after the sack. Watson, he finds Hopkins complete. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
Back to throw, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Watch out for Hill on the return. A great return there of 22 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Mahomes to throw. Got his man. It's Williams. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. We're back now in KC. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter play. The Chiefs on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And an alley to run. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Well, let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game. And all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. They fake the give. Now Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. That one complete to Hill. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 34-yard line. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Watch it.
Now Mahomes. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in for 2 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it.
Texans 27.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Watson going deep. He's got a man. Complete. 30. 10. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 88 yards, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. A big spot now for the Texans as they'll try for 2.
56. Mike's 56.
Here's Watson. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the fourth. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted to tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the 27, Mahomes has got it to Williams. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. What do you think? Play this safe? Just worry about getting to OT?
Yeah, don't make any risky throws. It's going to change the outcome. But if anyone slips, take the big shot.
Heavy on the edges. Mike 55, Mike 55.
Back to throw, Mahomes. He's got his man, that's Hardman. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Let's go.
Now Mahomes. It's complete to Williams. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Mahomes going to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Let's go, let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10, and he's 6 of 7 now on this drive.
55 Mike, 55. Get in the room. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. I know he ain't got it. Mike 55. Check 55, Mike. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Mahomes to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
How many times have we sat with coordinators, and especially the defensive guys, they've talked about big plays, sacks. They often come in bunches. Well, it may not be a bunch here, but that is the third sack of the game for them.
And around sack 3 or 4, I would think it starts to get in the quarterback's head a little bit.
Not just the quarterback, the offensive play caller, the offensive line, knocks people off balance and changes what they normally do.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but now it'll be third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
50, yellow. 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
To throw is Mahomes. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. So a big one coming now for Harrison Butker. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And that's off the right upright. Thought it might sneak in, but it did not. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Now Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an...
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ron Thornhill. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. You throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They give to Johnson going right. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Now here's Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Part of the reason we're in overtime, all the interceptions he's thrown in this game, but that was a good throw right there.
He's really not daunted, is he, partner? I mean, it's been interception palooza for him, and he's still pushing it downfield, trying to make a play, and he was successful on that throw.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. On first down, it's Williams. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now Williams. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Brandon, I'd go ahead and kick it right now. I know it's only 2nd down, but I kick it and give myself a little margin for error here.
Don't wait for 3rd, have the extra down just in case.
If something goes wrong, messed up snap, anything like that, you fall on it, guess what? It's 3rd down. You still have the ball. You still have a chance to kick it.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Now the timeout comes here. In the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. And he got it! The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. We thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your